we'll review the qualifying of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, otherwise known as the Baku GP. What was for you after watching it was the biggest highlight?
The biggest highlight probably. I enjoyed the Colapinto. I enjoyed the Colapinto doing really well. To be honest, like obviously he's in. I put him in my F1 fantasy team, so that was a big help. But yeah, it was just good to see a rookie doing really well. To be honest,
Yeah.
like obviously Behrman as well did really well. I'm in 11th, but it was just good to see. And I like Williams a good team as well, and it was just nice to see a rookie up there in Q3 because usually like you see the rookies go out very early
Mm.
Q1 whatever. Obviously you can say about Lando, but yeah, I enjoyed Colapinto being up there.
Do you think it makes it awkward for Sainz and Williams if Colapinto does well? Do you think it makes them go like, "Oh, we shouldn't have like"? Do you think they could have gone for an academy driver rather than a seat more senior?
No, not really because it doesn't. Because science is even if he does do well, science is a better driver, and it's a bit difficult because like it's not like oh it's not like say like an NFL when you got like a cap and you can't have these big expensive drivers. Like it doesn't really matter in terms of like the fact that there's no benefit for having like a rookie in terms of
Hmm.
money wise. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. So it's like I think science. I don't think it would. I think it would be good because it means like Colapinto can be like the reserve driver probably,
Hmm.
but I don't feel like it impacts that at all. Like I think that they're using obviously Colapinto at the moment as just like a tester sort of thing because
Yeah.
Sargent couldn't go on. Like obviously the plan was to Sargent to finish out the season, but he was just not performing good enough. So
Yeah. But when
and
Colapinto crashed in the practice, I did think it's just Logan Sargent 0.20. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he's
A lot of them
clearly
did. Like there was like 7 drivers only that hit the wall like
yeah,
practice.
yeah.
So
For me, I feel like there's definitely going to be, and this is Lando being in 17th or wherever he is, but going out in
17th, yeah.
Q1. I think that means for like, although if in a lot of other tracks he probably would have lost the opportunity to like get points, but because it's Baku and it's a city street circuit, he will run hard tires, go long, wait for the safety car, and be back in it. And
Yeah,
it'll all come down to timing.
there'll be opportunities. There's likely to be opportunities for him to get back into it, like, especially if there's a safety car and he can manage to get a good pit stop.
Yeah,
There's bound to be someone hitting the wall or a crash.
yeah.
So
Even if
he'll
it's a
he'll be
virtual
up
safety
there.
car that gets him like a quick pit stop at the right time can just change his race and it'll bring him back in.
Yeah,
And I think he'll
exactly.
climb loads anyway. He'll get up to 10th, no problem.
Yeah, you like to think even without safety cars and stuff, he'll be in the points. And obviously with Verstappen started what 6th,
Yeah,
he can if he can manage to catch Verstappen. That's all that really matters. As long as he beats Verstappen, but obviously it depends how Verstappen's race goes. He didn't look quick either, so
he did not look quick. He looked like he was frustrated with the car. But
yeah, very
it's going to be
frustrated.
interesting to see how Leclerc, this is the fourth time he's qualified on P1, the last
And
three
never
times
he
he's
hasn't won, has he?
never won it. And he's going to have to deal with Oscar Piastri. And as we've known, Oscar Piastri goes for it in the first couple corners, as we saw in the last Monza race.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately for Lando last race.
like, could I see? Like, I don't think Leclerc will move out the way like Lando did. I think Lando was surprised and was like, "What is my teammate doing?" But this is very different because they are like combatants against each other. So
Yeah,
I could see them taking each other out of the race or like
but
injuring each other's vehicles. So it Signs could get like a surprise win or Perez could get a surprise win. But
imagine, yeah, Perez gets his first win,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like you saw last race, wasn't it? Like Piastri was just couldn't get past Leclerc
yeah,
for like that whole what was that 20 odd laps or something
yeah.
at the end of the last race. So
But this is a lot longer straight. A straight, on the build up to the starting grid area. Like the DRS, I think they moved it. They moved it 100 meters, but I can't remember if they moved it further in, like nearer to the end of the corner or further up the field. But it's a good track for overtaking because of that point. But could I
uh,
see Leclerc just binning it where he did in practice again? Because it's a one where if you make a mistake, you're out most of
oh
the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a very unforgiving track.
yeah,
So it'll be interesting. It'll be
yeah,
definitely be a good race. But
yeah,
I could see Leclerc finally getting because like he does do well on this track. Apart from, like, obviously he has never won, but he does usually do quite well. So I
Yeah.
can see him getting his first win here. So
Well,
it'll be
I like
interesting.
Leclerc, but hopefully not because I've not got him in my fantasy team at all. So down
Yeah,
with
I've got
Ferrari.
Ferrari cars. I
Yeah.
got the Ferrari cars, so I
Yeah.
hope I don't mind it too much.
I was hoping George Russell. I think he's starting fourth, but I was hoping no, he's starting fifth because Perez
Yeah,
kept him at
Perez
the
got
line.
fourth.
I was hoping George would be higher up for me, and like Lewis Hamilton, I think just Lewis is just better at racing rather than qualifying. It seems at the
Yeah,
moment.
he's
He said it,
never
but
he's
yeah,
he hasn't done that too well this year. Like Russell keeps out qualifying him.
yeah.
So
But who's got more points? So at the
oh
end of
yeah,
the day,
yeah.
you can start
Hamilton
every
goes there in
race,
the race.
but it's where you
So
finish. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Shall we go through some other news in F1 that we've obviously been observing? Obviously, Ollie Behrman to drive the Haas. We've seen that he did quite well. Got P11. That's pretty good for someone. You know.
Yeah, he out qualified in Hulkenberg as well, and Hulkenberg's usually a really good qualifier.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
that
I
qualified him
was quite
decently.
impressed by that. To be fair. I didn't think he was. When you see him in F2, like
Doesn't like the World
he
Cup.
doesn't seem like he's like, I don't know. It's a bit strange with F2 because the ones that win don't seem to be the ones that come through.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like like a lot of the ones that are up there that aren't. I don't know how, like, I don't know the ins and outs of how they actually pick them, but obviously
A lot of them are
like,
academy drivers, so a lot of them like are in the Alpine Academy, the McLaren
yeah,
Academy, and stuff like that, and Red Bull and such. But it's a bit like I call it the Bellingham effect, where it's if you've got a good marketing,
yeah.
you'll get a good seat. And I think he's got good marketing, so he's always been in a good like he's gone to
And
good teams.
he had that one race with Ferrari as well,
Which
where
yeah,
he
like
did well. He got
where's he
points.
in? I think he's 13th in the standings or something like that. Something like
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
he's higher
He
than most
got.
drivers.
I think he got like 6th or 7th, so he got like four or 3 points.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's obviously higher than drivers like, I don't know, like Ricardo or whatever. So
Yeah, but I think the next one we have is what can we expect from the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and that for me is crashes, safety car. If we get through another race, this will be the 8th consecutive race where we have not had a safety car.
really,
But I feel like we'll skip a safety car and go straight to a red flag, and then it'll be
yeah,
like technically we've not had a safety car or something like that.
you could
Like,
easily see there being like, even like to the first lap. Like, I swear when they go around that corner and the first corner, it's always
Yeah.
very tight.
yeah,
So you can always see someone just sending it into that wall with the straight away and just red flag.
yeah. I just think, and apparently it's going to be a one-stop race, and I just think, I don't know, maybe not. I think we might have to see might see some strategies like Monza, but it's going to be interesting to see if Ferrari can not do a classic Ferrari, because right now McLaren seemingly have just got like lost the rule book, like the playbook for strategy. And we would normally expect to see all these plays of like Lando going out ill-timed or them like not offsetting their strategies in Monza, having Piastri stay out and Lando pit. That's a Ferrari mistake. It's very interesting to see if Ferrari don't do the normal thing. But
But I like it how they've said this weekend they're going to prioritize Lando, and then
yeah,
he goes out in Q1.
yeah, I
Like,
don't know what Piastri can do now. He'll have to maybe,
yeah, exactly. It's not like Piastri just has to do his race now. Like, even if I was Piastri and Lando managed to catch him, I'd be like, no, you messed up your time.
It all depends what everyone else is. Like, that's for
I
me.
know,
It's
but
all depends. Like if Max Verstappen DNF, and at the end he's going to get like every point would matter. Maybe if they're 1-2, but if it was like third and fourth, if it
yeah,
took Oscar off the podium, I think Lando would be like, nah, like for the 2 points, and like I don't.
yeah. If you're
But
taking him off the
it
podium,
wasn't Lando's mistake. I don't know. It's not like Lando binned it into a wall, so it's not like obviously biased because big ups him, but I think it's hard to say that he threw this away. It was very ill strategy, and he can't be driving the car and making the strategy.
It was unlucky, but it was also, I feel like, again, like they could have just gone a bit earlier. It's Q1.
Yeah.
Just
Freaked everyone out though. The following ones, everyone's like, "Let's get out right now. Let's not mess around." Okay, all right. We'll leave that one for a second because we'll have to just pick it up next week and see what the outcome was. But I just think it's going to be drama, something interesting, or I think Lando Norris will show why he's a world-class driver, or like why he deserves to be champion. So
you'd like to hope he does that. You'd like to hope he can manage.
I'm not saying win it, but like we'll show that he can
But
get
all
into
you
the
need
top
to
5.
do is maybe get ahead of Verstappen potentially, or fifth. But if you get a podium, that would be very good. Podium is what obviously what he's aiming for. But
if Piastri wins though, it's going to be extra bitter for Lando because he'll be like, I
Oh
could have
yeah.
won that. I could have. That's more points, and it's just it's going
And
to be
then
just the down. It's going to this Netflix. If you think Drive to Survive, this is not just going to be like how he won it. It's going to be how he lost it, and like everything that could
oh
have gone
yeah.
differently. And it's going to be
And
a
you know they're
great
gonna
Netflix
play
show.
off they're
Yeah,
gonna play off Piastri and Lando against each other somehow in Drive
yeah,
to Survive, like they always do with these little rivalries.
yeah.